Hello everyone, this is GD_Richard1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at another 2025 Halloween animatronic. Now this guy, I guess you could just call him a monster or a Frankenstein's monster or a creature or something like that. We'll just go with monster for short. But this guy is another SingSong piece that unfortunately was not picked up for the 2025 season. And when I first saw this guy and first posted this guy to YouTube, it was in like a stock video. And when I first saw him and heard him and everything, he didn't really stand out to me too much, but seeing him in person, he's definitely grown on me a bit. Because like I mentioned in the previous video of this guy, something that SingSong really pays attention to is the paint detail. And obviously prototypes are going to have more detail than a produced piece, but honestly, their produced pieces as well just have pretty good attention to paint detail. This guy is nothing short of that. He has incredible paint detail. And like the Scarecrow and the other pieces that they have made, his eyes stay on constant when he's not activated. So this guy moves his mouth and turns, he has body turn, he turns at the hips. And there could be more animation, but I think he's really cool, and it's really unique as well. It's a very unique take on like a kind of Frankenstein's monster creature, just because, you know, he's bald, the shape of the face, the green eyes, everything like that. It really offers a sense of uniqueness. And I'm going to do a close-up shot on this guy. I'm just getting my extra light to show you all of the little paint detail on him. So let's see here. All right. So as you can see, sorry if it's a little blurry, but he has all of the gums painted. There's little black lines between each tooth. I mean, just a ton of attention to detail overall. You can see the darker shade in this region, implying that maybe that part of the scalp was taken from somebody else, like another dead person. I mean, there's just so much little detail in here. With the scars, there's red. With the staples, there's silver, etc. And I just think it's really cool how much attention to detail was done with the paint. Here's his hands. These are not the most detailed hands that I'll eventually be showcasing from this company, but they are still pretty good. And of course, this is another 3D print because we are in 2025, and that is just how it is done. Then you have his clothes. His clothes are standard, like SVI quality, but it is a neat design. I like how there's just a little patch of a different color right there. And the shoes are quite nice. One of the things that they seem to paint the best in some cases are the shoes. As you can see, there's all of the little differences in color there. And these shoes also go up a good bit. As you can see. Yeah, so this guy is a really neat one. And his audio is very interesting as well. He's quite well spoken. He definitely does sound like a monster, but he's not a stupid monster at all. He's definitely quite smart. And I would say that it really adds character to him. It's really interesting with these guys because it's possible you could think of it as a little dry at the first take, but then the longer you kind of bask in the character, it does grow on you a bit. So this guy would be very cool in any kind of laboratory setting. You could use him in like a graveyard as well if you really wanted to, but for a lab especially, it just adds a sense of uniqueness to your display without being too over the top with it. So yeah, it's unfortunate this guy was not picked up, but I'm glad that I'm at least able to showcase him to you guys today. So without further ado, I'm gonna hit his button here. And he does have more audio than you would have heard in the initial stock video.
You You have awakened a beast that should have remained dormant. Your fate is sealed.
And he does get pretty loud. That's not even turned all the way up.
You thought you could play with the forces of life and death. Now face my wrath. Every step you take brings you closer to your doom. There is no escape from the monster you have awakened. You have meddled with forces beyond your comprehension. Now face the consequences of your ignorance.
I think that's all of his phrases. I'll do them one more time here.
Your experiments have unleashed a monster far more powerful than you could handle. Prepare for your undoing.
So yeah, guys, there he is. And I would say in terms of mechanics, he's very similar to the 7-foot vampire from Home Depot last year with the body turn. And, you know, with every video of these guys that people watch, they'll talk about, well, isn't this essentially just an SVI piece? And in ways it is, but I gotta say to you, like, I gotta admit, you know, it's very refreshing to see, you know, new ideas and hear new voices, because, you know, obviously, you know, the SVI voice actor is pretty legendary, the old Jimmy voice actors, the techie voice actor, but it is also nice to hear a new voice. And for all I know, this audio could be like partially AI generated or something, but it's definitely different and unique from what we've been hearing. And that goes for him, the Scarecrow, and the other ones. Some of them are better than others, some of them are worse in terms of the audio, but with this audio, it has grown on me. And it's got a very interesting sound to it. It sounds a little like muffled, but it doesn't quite sound compressed. That's how their audio is in general. It's like they're speaking into us, like if you think about Howard Stern's microphone, it kind of sounds like that almost, you know, less treble, more bass. But I mean, the ambient on this guy is really cool in the background. And I do like the green eyes as well. And there are little outlines of where an iris would be, but they're otherwise solid green. Actually, they're not white eyes with green lights, they are green eyes. I'll actually unplug him for the end of the video so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, he actually just has green eyes. And like I said, you can kind of see a slightly lighter green iris in there. But yeah, guys, I guess that's about it for him. He's very similar from the Scrooge in terms of the detailing. So there's a chance that the same 3D modeler modeled his head. But yeah, he's just really cool, and I'm really honored to have him and to be able to showcase him to you guys in full. And if you guys like and comment enough, you might generate enough interest, or visible interest, I should say, to where maybe someone will pick him up again next year, or not again for the first time. So you never know. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and what all you want to see next from this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and continuing to support me in any way. It's just incredible. And I'll see you next time.